I wasn't expecting company, but if you stay out of the shrubs and flower beds, you can stay.
Give them a wave, Pops, now that you've invited them in. We're two old guys who enjoy playing sandbox and survival games together. I'm Uncle Craig. Go ahead and sit down. Let's visit for a while.
This episode has been a long time coming. Quite a while back, my brother had discovered the location we're going to take a look at today. And we've been trying to arrange a visit there for a long time, ever since he noticed it. Let me show you where it is. Okay, turn the camera around. Speed things up here. You look right ahead, there's that concrete, well, it looks like concrete walls with some towers around it. But right behind that, you'll see a red roof, kind of a long, looks like an elongated building there. What it actually is a European style cathedral. You'll see that from the top, it's got kind of a cross shape to it right there. And it's very tall, and inside just really well done. The guy who did that is going to visit with us today. We're going to make our way over there now. So I'll pick up the recording when we get closer. All right, so I made my way up. You can see behind me there is Skoll's Cathedral. Skoll's the one who built this. And I think he's right up here at the front. Skoll, you with us?
Yes, I am.
There he is. All right. So you talked a little bit with me before. We'll start from the outside here about how much work you put into the structural integrity. There was something you found out interesting about the stairs. You said was it building stairs on stairs or foundation on stairs?
Yes, it's trick with the tall stairs. Since they're taller, they can go higher, be used to make a more flat foundation platform or slab while retaining stability. And if you look right here as I punch out this one stair that gives it an aesthetic look, you can see the outline for the stairs on the side there. And I have a regular stone foundation placed at the top to give it a flat appearance.
I see that. That makes sense because that stair is solid green. If you would put foundations there, they would take two of them and the top one would be a lighter green. But because you have that solid foundation being a stair, you get a little more height out of it. Gosh, that's
and
cool.
if it was a normal foundation, it'd be not even a different shade of green, but maybe yellow or orange for that height.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I never thought of doing that. I'll have to keep that in mind when they do the wipe and I do a rebuild. I like that. Very cool. Look at that. And then it probably helps you get the stability more even across the whole build too, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially with seeing how the valley here dips in the middle.
Get away
Otherwise,
from me.
it'd be
Creeps.
just a dipping cathedral U-shape.
Yeah. Very cool. I like the height you got out of it. And I know the windows you have at the top probably add more light inside, but I also noticed that from above, it makes the cross shape even more prominent. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's to add additional lighting while emphasizing the cross layout.
Yeah, very cool. Well, let's take a look inside there. Oh, well, I should ask, is there anything more outside here? You want to show us something unique?
There's nothing really unique outside besides the gargoyles. Otherwise, it's cut and copy all the way around.
And you did, is there a certain cathedral you kind of modeled this after, or did you just model it after a European style cathedral?
It was inspired from a Gothic cathedral. This is the second version of the one I made before the last wipe.
Like, subscriber, get off my lawn.
And with that one, I had a limited amount of plots, not as many as this one has. So it narrowed it up, that way I couldn't get the outside pillars added in. And even now it might be too little to add additional pillars on the outside that you see at, say, Notre Dame.
Very nice. And the height is pretty even everywhere. You were very exacting in that, I can tell.
And it was a little bit of a pain, but once I found the trick of using the, I call them the medium stone pillars or foundations.
Right.
That if you just get them to just barely touch the tip of the second piece of roof material there, it translates extra stability up to the third and fourth layer to cap it all off.
Gotcha. Let's take a look here. I noticed too you had pews all along here. This is really cool. And they're padded. Most churches I've been to before, it's wooden seats. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are beds, right?
Yeah, it's simple beds.
Nice.
Other beds didn't quite fit right with the headboard and footboard. These had a more of a shorter head and footboard.
Nice. The only thing you're missing, I think, and I'm not sure how you would do it, little kneeling stools. In some of the Catholic churches, they have little kneeling bench here behind each pew. This is really cool.
I don't know how I'd incorporate something like that in a future build.
Yeah, and I'm not sure which piece you would use either, but this is very interesting. I see you're using like the lion head, or is it a lion head or dragon head there on these right here on the ends. Which piece is this wooden piece?
The woodburn beam support.
Gotcha. Whoops. But the lighting is with the graphics card in the Unreal Engine. The lighting snaps in and out pretty aggressively.
Or did you have one of those suddenly bright, suddenly dark moments?
Yeah, it kind of flashes in and out. Very cool. And the lighting above each of the benches too, I like, because it makes it so I can read the scriptures while I'm listening to the message.
At night. Otherwise,
right.
It can get quite dark in here at night.
Yeah, I can imagine. And this centerpiece, I see the woodwork up above from which the chandelier is hanging. And the chandelier looks almost like a crown above the cross.
Which the cross centerpiece here was a afterthought of needing additional structure in this immediate area up top. So I figured, I could make the Calgary Mount.
Yeah.
And put a cross in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because this little centerpiece here is like a little hill. Very creative. I like that very much.
I just wish they had end pieces for the stairs that were to cap it off at the end.
Yeah, where you have the sconce here. I can see what you mean. Very nice.
Maybe in a future update.
And the windows bring in some good lighting. It does, like I say, with the real graphics engine, it does tend to struggle with the handling the lighting properly. Very cool. Let me go into camera mode here. We'll go up. Whoa! I forgot I had my camera on high speed. Let's slow that down even more. There we go. So this is that area above the cross. Well, that's kind of neat. You can actually look down on it from here too. And then you'll see the windows he has along here is what helps add the lighting, but I think it also confuses the graphics engine. Very neat. Now, did you have to put up a lot of scaffolding as you did this, or were the walls and the structure itself enough to give you a place to stand?
Surprisingly, there was only 4 pieces of simple ladder that I needed to use to get up to the top.
Interesting.
Besides that, no scaffolding.
You know, I find myself putting wooden beams out everywhere, that just the standard log beams, putting those out everywhere to try to get myself positioned for stuff. Uh-oh, I found a build issue. Oh, Skoll. I'm just aghast. These first 2 pews as you face the pews from where we're standing, the first 2 pews on the left-hand side, your beams are at an angle. But the lighting is set correctly. Isn't it? It's set at an angle? Now on my camera it is. Let me come down and look. Let's come over here and look from ground level. Yeah, those first 2 are at an angle. This one's at an angle. Chandelier's hanging correctly, but the beam there is off. And this one, the beam is off and there's no chandelier. Now, hopefully you'll fix that at no additional cost, right? We're not going to have to pay you to fix that, right?
No. This is strange. From my viewpoint, the chandelier is correct, but the beam is not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I noticed. And then the second bench, the chandelier's missing and the beam is askew. Yeah, very interesting. Well, I'm sure Skoll will have that fixed in short order. But this is very impressive. My builds, you guys have heard me say this many times, my builds are very functional. And so I just am amazed at people that have this level of creativity to see things in this way. And this one is so detailed. Everything has to be structured just right, measured just right, a lot of symmetry. A lot of thought goes into something like this. Skoll, I'm very impressed, and we really enjoyed this build. When Paul found it, he told me, Craig, you have got to see this. And we both were just very impressed with the scale and the detail you had in here. So thanks for letting us come and visit and take a look. Look at that. He's getting it fixed already.
Yeah, this is a weird bug.
There you go.
Because it was fine the other day.
Yeah. I wonder what happened. It wasn't me. I promise.
Must have been a demon.
There you go. Trying to cause problems. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this and hope maybe this gives you some ideas, inspires some of your builds. Skoll, again, thank you for letting us take the time to come and visit, sharing this with us.
Yep, not a problem.
Hope to see you in game, guys. Have fun.